Bernardo, please.
Oh, what's that ball?
Someone, Rodri! Yes!
Their happiness is my pain. I can't even lie to you. Their happiness is my pain. I love my job. I love these shows, but this is maybe the hardest I've done in a long time.
Yeah! Yes!
Fucking get in there!
Smash my chairs a bit!
Oh, shit.
Oh! No! La, 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 la.
People will say, why are you laughing? It's City. I love fan content. It's what I do. Oh, mate. What's that noise he's making?
The fucking!
Golazo!
Honestly, you're probably all enjoying
God,
it.
what an insane goal. Oh my God, what a great finish.
The anger!
Ah, fucking Gundogan, Rodri.
It's Rodri. You got to think, because City won 2 finals with 3 goals that were basically screamers. That pain. I think
I'm gonna be honest,
every Man United fan should have felt that last night.
man. They don't deserve it to be ahead, man. They don't deserve to be ahead. They have not played. They have not been the better team, man.
True, but that isn't what football's about.
They have not been the better team, though. Let's be honest, man.
No, never what fight. Who's up next? I don't know. It's
And
coming.
that's the goal. Rodri. There it is.
Look at his
It's
face.
been coming. And Rodri has scored for Manchester City.
I do blame Goldbridge for a lot of this. I think he upset the football gods with his bitterness towards City.
It felt like it might be coming. I think
Then
that
it
might be
came.
it. I think that might be it. I think Inter needed to score first.
Yeah, I said the same thing when it happened, but the pain Mark is going through right there. It's that denial. It's like seeing your wife with a new man
I don't
and pretending you're not bothered. Like, oh, it's fine. We broke up. You know, I'm not bothered. She's hand on her hip, just above her backside. Don't bother me. The lip starts going. You know what I mean? That's what's going
I
on.
don't see them coming back now.
Oh, what's next? Who's next? Just mad about this, right? I listen. I get people celebrating. This is where I'm going to become bitter. The way Gooners were celebrating last night, the way Spurs fans were celebrating last night, the way some Chelsea fans were celebrating last night. But Chelsea, I put aside because you've got a Champions League. How are you celebrating another team winning a Champions League before you do? And maybe, listen, I get everyone's going to do the low-hanging fruit, obvious banter. Ha ha, your greatest legacy, as in the treble, single season legacy, has been matched. But it surpasses anything you've ever done. I don't get what they're laughing at. No one's been able to explain that to me. Yeah, Flex is calling it out as well there. It is shameless. It is shameless. And by the way, I heard Drifty say on the show last night, it's not a clip that it might feature. I get sent these in blocks. I don't know what's coming. But Drifty said last night, it's not a better treble. And he's a Liverpool fan. And his reasoning was, look who Man United beat in the run-in to win their treble. I'm sticking with that. But anyway, it's another conversation. It's another conversation.
Oh, God. Edison.
Question, was it a great save by Edison or a terrible miss by Lukaku?
Has just saved a goal off the line, Edison. Yo,
Get
Edison
the fuck
haters.
away with all you Edison haters. That is fucking unreal.
Oh my God, Edison. Oh.
I do that. You know, when someone you see getting hate that you rate and they score a goal, make a good save, good tackle. You straight, screw you. I told you. I love it. I don't love that they're happy, but I love that feeling.
Oh my God.
Edison.
We're not out the fucking clear yet, though. Jesus Christ.
We're not out the clear. We're not out the clear. Not out the woods. or we're not in the clear. That's how messed up they were and nervous. Man, can't. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
How the hell has Lukaku not scored?
Ah, look how angry he is! It's
How
all
the
pent up
fucking hell has he
inside.
not scored?
Mark, I bet you got a headache. He's all up inside him, like he's
How?
constipated.
How?
Lukaku. It's Lukaku. That's how bad a miss it was. Listen, I don't know who that screaming is in the background. I'm just going to say it was Ty. I don't even know if he was there. But that's how bad a miss it was. Look at the reaction in that room on DR.
That's their chance. What a save that was by Henderson. What a save by Henderson. That's their chance.
Save or miss? Need to let me know.
Blown the whistle. Manchester City win the treble. They win the Champions League. They complete history.
He's coaching on his words.
You know, it is what it is. I expected it. It is what it is.
His face.
Money can't buy you love, but it can buy you a treble. Grealish is crying. Mate, it's not that big a deal. Mate, it's not that big a deal. You bought
It's not that big a deal.
it. It's not. You've not done it with Villa. Rodrigo's crying. Yeah, you've not done it with some Spanish club. Edison's crying. Yeah, you bought it, lads.
Look, a lot of City fans get on to me about being bitter. All I've stated is about the charges and we'll wait to see the wood through the trees. Before those charges came along, I just always looked at it as like, if your clubs run well and your owners invest, you can do what City have done. And it shouldn't be something that's shamed. But do you agree with Goldbridge or do you think he's being bitter? I want your thoughts and I want your feelings.
Ref blows up. It's all over. Football's officially dead. Inter Milan lose. Dead. Inter Milan lose the Champions League final. And that is that. Football's died today. Premier League, UEFA, you've let this happen. It's on you.
I get Craig. Look, he's a passionate and emotional guy. We keep saying football's died. Stop making content about it then. Stop watching it then. We all say it's dead or it's gone. The game's gone. But yeah, record numbers, record views and everything else. Look, I get why Liverpool fans are angry. I get why Arsenal fans are angry. I get why everyone's got a reason to be angry over this. This is City, I think, cementing their dominance in the Pep Klopp era. They had that Champions League over them. That's the only thing Liverpool had. Now, same amount of Champions Leagues, 5 times as many league titles, more domestic trophies. There is no Klopp Pep era. It's Pep's era. Simple and as straightforward as that.
Blah, 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 blah.
The way what Pep's doing, like I said, the style of football that he's playing and how he's transcended the game and
Now, this clip, I believe, is what's made Brandon Williams attack Rio, basically call him a fake. Let's take a little listen.
changes the game as and when it suits him. Is you can't do nothing but respect greatness like that, and this is a chance for him now to really. He doesn't even need this trophy, but it will really shut up a lot of people that are chatting some stupidness about.
Yeah.
I agree with that from Rio Ferdinand. As controversial as this may be, he's right. Pep has been disrespected for far too long. Checkbook manager, can only win the Champions League with Messi. If he doesn't win another Champions League, he's a fraud. When he's already got 2 and a treble to his name, mad disrespect.
He needs this to be considered great. No, he don't.
You talk about be considered great. If he wins this, is he the greatest of all time?
You've got to define what that means. There needs to be a clear definition of what greatest of all time means, in my opinion, because some will look at what the Jose's did with Portos and Inters, what Fergie did with Aberdeen, and how he rebuilt Man United from the depravity. Some will look at Zidane winning 3 Champions League titles on the bounce. Some will look at Ancelotti that's won the most amount of Champions League, but hasn't ever really dominated a league domestically. What's the criteria? But no one ever wants to do that in these debates. Is set the criteria, because once you do that, it's open-ended for somebody maybe knocking your goat off their perch, maybe. What do you guys think? I want your opinions on this.
That has to be set, because if it's Pep because he's won the Champions League, Zidane won it 3 times in a row.
I'm talking about as a coach and as a manager. Does this make him? Is this put him past Sir Alex Ferguson, who a lot of people see as?
I don't think he needs this. I genuinely think that he's the best coach of a football team that I've ever seen in my lifetime. Because
see, that's the comment that I've seen trending. And yeah, you're probably right. He probably is the best coach. I would say Pep is better at coaching football than Fergie. Doesn't mean he's the greatest manager of all time. And this is what the thing is about criteria, which is why, look, Brendan Williams, I get why he's out there defending a United legend. But this is where football conversations on social media, I feel, have gone off the boil. Fergie managed Man United, which means he was the head coach and essentially what in the modern day terms you call the director of football. That is why he's the greatest manager of all time. Coaches now don't do that. So what's the criteria we're talking about? I don't think Rio Ferdinand has said anything there that is crazy. In terms of the most successful and best manager ever, Pep has to equal the amount of trophies Fergie has got to be better than him. Then, like I've said, you might have criteria. What Fergie did with Aberdeen might weigh a lot heavier in terms of achievements than what Pep did with Barca or what Pep did with Bayern Munich, as an example. Then you have to weigh things up on their merit. But look, Pep is one of the greatest coaches. I don't know why anybody we should be saying that. As a Man United fan, I would say this to Man United fans: be strong enough in your love and your convictions around how good and how great you think Sir Alex Ferguson is, where you may fight back and push back and challenge people that say Fergie's no longer number one. But do it without slagging off Pep. Do it without being bitter. Do it with some decorum, because the bitterness that comes with it is an indicator that you don't really believe what you're saying. When I see rival fans, Spurs, Arsenal, whoever it may be, that have never won Champions Leagues, when I see teams coming for Man United treble who have never won a treble, I laugh because they're being bitter with it, which is a projection of how inadequacies they feel about their football club. So don't let it bother me. I'll fight back and have the debate because that's what we do, but it doesn't bother me. I'm not shook by it at all. And that's what I say to Man United fans. Respond with some dignity, with some class. I know and I believe Fergie's still the GOAT. I believe Pep can pass him. I've got my reasons, but I'll never slag Pep Guardiola off in my pursuit of making Fergie number one. Because what's the expression? One does protest too much, methinks. And that's the thing for me. If you're slagging Fergie off in your attempts to make Pep sound better, you've already lost the debate by default, and the public already knows this. That's just my take. I see Rio Ferdinand's getting a lot of stick. I don't really think he said too much wrong, but what do you think? Make sure everybody are hitting the like buttons and you're subscribing. Thank you for tuning in. This will be the last fan reaction to games of the season. It'll be back, of course, when the Premier League resumes in August. Thank you very, very much for tuning into all these shows over the course of the year. Until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And I'll see you all again soon.